Okay, doke. So first thing we're going to do is just stand with feet hip distance apart, okay, and just check that you are in a good posture. All right, so you've got that alignment of toes, knees, hips, okay, core, so pelvic floor, and deep abdominals engaged. Okay, hands to lower ribs, and let's just take some breath here in through the nose and out through the mouth. So feel the rib cage expanding on that in-breath and the abdominals drawing in on the out-breath. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And then just start rocking back and forth on your toes and your heels, okay? And then just start releasing with the hands and then just start swinging the arms up and back. So in, breath up, and exhale down. So we're just going to get the body warmed up, loosened off, opened up. We'll do a few standing warm-up exercises, all with that core in mind, okay? And then we're going to take it nice and slow and just work our way through the session this morning. Start bending the knees if you want, send the hips back, reach up. So bigger moves, which is going to mean more heat. Need a little bit of heat this morning. It's not exactly charging out with the sunshine. In, breath up, exhale down. Reach to the top, come back, sending the hips back. And then up to the top to hold it, stretching up high on your toes. Reaching up, come down through your heels, turn to your right, sweeping around, softening the knees there, in breath at the top, sweeping around, in breath at the top, and then sweeping around. So articulating your spine here, just getting as much range as you can. You go to the side, you sweep round through to the front, back round to the other side. In breath at the top, you sweep round to the side, then you roll round. You listen to your body, and one more of those. And then release down. Take the feet out, okay? Take the toes out, okay? So the feet are around about 2 feet apart and just come down into a shallow squat there, or as deep as feels okay for you. In, breath down, exhale up. So a little bit more inner thigh connection here. Breathe. In, breath down, and exhale to press through the whole of the feet. Come up, stand tall, contract through your quads. Feel that engagement through pelvic floor, so that squeeze as well. In, breath down, and exhale up. Come down and try and hold it, and just pulse gently down. Just feel a little bit more focus there by pulsing down into that wide leg squat, breathing, and then come up and tuck your toes in and reach your arms out. Take an in-breath and twist, and on the out-breath, you're going to reach. You're coming up, twist, inhale. So we're doing a standing version of the saw. In-breath, twist, exhale, reach. Keep the legs as straight as you can. As you reach down with one hand, the other hand rotates around. In-breath, twist, drawing the shoulder in towards the spine. You're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Twist, exhale to reach. Twist, exhale to reach. We'll do one more on each side. And then release. Okay, bring those feet back to hip distance. Just try a little bit of balance. So keep your left foot on the floor, nice and strong, and just take the right leg up into knee fold position. Stretch the fingers away and you press into the floor with the feet. Come back down and then try the other side. So we reach up, standing leg strong, gaze to something to give you focus. Come back down. We'll try that again into knee fold. And then back down. And again, other leg. Find a point to focus on. Standing leg strong. We'll do that again. This time, hold it for a moment. Take your hand to your knee. Stretch the opposite arm away and draw the knee out to the side. Extra challenge, as always, to look to the outstretched hand. Come back to the center and back down. So we reach up and then hand to knee, other arm reaching out, stand tall, pull the abdominals in, gaze out towards your outstretched hand, come back down. Okay, so this time let's have the left leg forward and step the right leg back. The heel is off the floor, you bend the left leg. Okay, and then from here, we're going to just let the arms hang and we're just going to hinge from the hips and shift the weight to lift the back foot. So we're going to lift that back leg up and we're going to take the hands down towards the floor. If you can make it to the floor, take them there. Okay, and if it feels okay, try straightening out through the standing leg and lifting the back leg up a little further. And then bend that knee again. Standing leg strong. And come back up. So you're going to feel all that work to try and maintain that stability. So we step back with the left foot, bending the right knee and keep the left heel up and off the floor. The abs are strong. And we just let the hands reach down, hinging from the hips. The back leg can be straight or you can bend that leg. Okay. See if you can get the hands to the floor, and if you can, try to straighten up through both legs, deepening the stretch into the standing leg and lifting the back leg up. Soften the knee again, and then come back. Okay, great. So another little bit of balance. This time, come to your knee fold position. Right leg comes up. Now we're going to try to soften that left knee a bit. You don't have to, you can keep it straight if you want. But if you want, you can bend the leg. And then we're going to send the right leg away and we're going to reach the fingertips from the toes, pulling the abdominals in. We're going to come back, bringing the knee up. And then we're going to come back to standing. So lots of focus. This time, right foot is on the floor. Lift up to your knee fold, left leg. Arms are strong. Soften the right knee a wee bit maybe. And then shift the weight, draw the belly in, maybe to hold on to something obviously where you need here. And then you're reaching away, fingertips from toes, arms are strong, stretch. Abs pulled in, always work from your center, bring the knee back, and then coming back. All right, nice. So we come to the back of your mat, standing feet hip distance apart. We're going to take a nice deep in breath and then take your chin to your chest and then just start rolling down from your neck and your shoulders and your upper back, your middle spine, pull your abdominals in and let those arms hang. Once you're down there, start bending the knees. So the hands can hang down, they could rest on the floor or the feet or they could rest on your thighs. Breathe. Relax your neck. Bend your right leg, straightening up through your left leg. Take your left arm up, rotate to the left, lift the sit bones, and then change. Bend your left leg, straighten your right, and open up on the right side. So we get that rotation through your mid-spine, open up through that wingspan, and we feel that stretch into the hips and into the back. Bring the hands down, okay, bending the knees. Track the hands and rest them on your thighs and pull your belly in and look up. Send your tailbone away. Inhale. Now exhale, round your back, straightening up a little bit through the legs, scooping the belly into a cat. Bend the knees again. Inhale to lift the chest. Send the tailbone away. Exhale, scoop the belly and rounding the back and opening up through the shoulders. And again, tailbone leads the movement away. And again, you tuck the tailbone under, scoop your belly, round your back. Now this time roll all the way up. And reach. Okay? Rise onto your toes. Stretch to the ceiling. As you come down, bring your hands level with your shoulders. Bring your heels down. Send your hips back. Into squat, only as deep as feels okay for you. Now tuck the head in, bring the hands down, and then roll up, straightening the legs, roll all the way back up again. rising up onto the toes. Now, if you want to, you can stay on the toes as you go to the squat, if you want, or take your heels down. So if you want more challenge, you stay up on those toes into your squat. Much more balance, much more core. Okay, but see how that is. Then the heels would come down. Once you're into squat, tuck the head, bring the hands down, roll up. Head's the last thing, as always, to come up. And then we raise up with the hands, reaching up. So once again, we can have the heels up all the way, the hands level with the shoulders, or we bring the heels down. Pelvic floor, deep abs. Squat down, as deep as feels okay for your knees, your hips. Then the heels definitely come down, tucking in, straightening the legs to test that hamstring flexibility, and then roll it up, and then reach it up. Last time. So we'll do one more, hands level with shoulders, whoa, and then send the hips back. Heels can be up or down. Now the heels go down, tuck the head, scoop the belly in, and roll it up. So just stay on the flats of the feet now, reaching up. Now chin to chest, roll over that imaginary barrel. Try not to let your hips stick out. Okay, and then from here, walking out. So we're walking the hands out with the fingers spread to the front of the mat. The hips are high, the heels are high. Okay, we're in a down dog with high heels. Okay, looking through. Now we're pedaling heels up and down. Breathing, drawing the abdominals in. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. On your in-breath, come to high heels. On your out-breath, stretch your heels down, push the floor away, lengthen. On the in-breath, high heels. On the out-breath, heels down. On the in-breath, high heels. And on the out-breath, heels down, push the floor away. So from here, we're going to see if we can shift that weight forwards to a high plank. Take the head well over the hands. Push the floor away. If that feels too much, take a knee down lightly and hold it. Come back, lift the hips, down dog, lift the hips high, pull the belly in. Breathe. And once again, push forwards to your high plank. Push the floor away. Knee could be down if you need it. Okay, holding it steady. Push back to down dog. Draw the abs in. And last time, push forwards to high plank. Draw everything strongly in. Knee can be down where you need. Push the floor away as if someone's pressing between your shoulder blades. Push the floor away. And then come down to your knees. And now stretch your back into child's posture. And just take some breath into your back. And then let's take the weight off the hands and come up to a high kneeling position. Okay, we're going to reach out with the hands and we're going to lift the arms up, inhale. And as we exhale to bring the hands back level with the shoulders, we're going to send the hips back into a thigh stretch. The slow and controlled. Come back, center and lift, inhale. Go back, pull everything nice and brace through your center, pelvic floor, deep abdominals. And lift up to the top on the in-breath as you come back forwards. Exhale, we're leaning back. Stretch the fingers away, so that opposition. And then in-breath coming up. As you lean back, remember hips not going to the heels. The body is in one unit, straight line from ear, shoulder, hips, knees. Come up, inhale. And exhale, we go back. And then we come back down. 2 hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Draw the abdominals in. So make sure you've got plenty of room in front and behind. Draw the abs deep. Keep the body really still as we reach the right arm and the left leg along the floor. And if that feels okay for you, that you're steady, start to float those limbs off the floor. And then reach. And then come back. So we do the other side. So we start with it on the floor. So if that feels okay, then you can develop that. If that's feeling a little bit wobbly, I would just then lift the leg up. But if you can do both, we float and reach both. Don't strain your neck. So just gauge where it feels good for you. It's all about maintaining real stability. So we reach away, float the limbs along the floor, and then lift. And reach. Breathing. Come back. We do the same with the other side, remembering that if you're feeling a little bit unstable, keep the hand down and just lift the leg. Okay, arms are strong. Breathe. So we're going to do one more on each side. So we reach away, and then lift. Reach, fingertips from toes, and then come back. So imagining you've got that tray of glasses on your back as you reach your left arm and your right leg away. And you're reaching and holding. Breath. Come back. Take the hands forwards. Stretch to child's posture. Or if you want a little bit more, you go to down dog. Breathe. Okay, we're going to rest down on forearms here. All right. We're going to send the knees back. So we're going to come to a low plank position. So abs are strong here, pulling everything tight in. We can be resting on knees, or we could tuck toes and come up to low plank. So you can try whichever of those feels good for you. If you're resting on those knees, let's start just stretching the heels away one at a time. So extend through the knee. If your knees are up, start just tapping the knees down. But we don't want to be wobbling about through the pelvis. Okay, we want to keep everything nice and stable. So pelvic floor engaged, deep abdominals engaged. Make sure you're breathing. Exhale to tap down or extend away. Then you're going to hold it either with the knees up or the knees down lightly. Abs are strong. Breathe. Push the floor away. And then come down or push back to down dog. So either child's posture or downward facing dog. Breathe. Okay, we're going to come back towards the front of the mat now. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Okay, so abs are strong. Pull the abdominals in. Take your right leg back. Okay, and then we'll take your left arm and thread it through. Exhale, drop the head, lift the hips. Inhale, reach up. So we're threading through on the out breath. And inhale to reach up. Added challenge as you thread through to lift the right leg and lower it as you reach up. So slow and controlled, either with keeping the foot down all the way or lifting it as you thread through with the left arm. So remember, you've got to get these limbs correct. So it's the right leg back and the left hand is threading. Slow and controlled, use your breath. Keep everything nice and tight, nice and braced. Breathe out to thread through. Breathe in to open up. Try and get as much range as you can each time. Last one. Once again, either downward facing dog if you want a little bit more, or come back to child's posture and take some breath. Okay, we're going to rest back down on those forearms again. And we're going to send the knees back, draw the abdominals in. And we're either going to stay resting on those knees or we're tucking toes to low plank. So wherever you're at, you're going to lift your right leg up and bring the toe back down. Lift the heel up and the toe back down. Lift the heel up, toe back down. We're swapping legs. Left leg, lift the heel up, toe back down. So long and strong in that leg, 3 times, and then changing. Remember doing this with the knee down where you need to for sure. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to come back 3 times each leg. Change again. Abs pulled in. Maintain that stillness in the body. Breathe out to lift. We're changing again 3 times each leg. This is the last time each leg. Breathe. Keep the body as still as you can. Get as much range as you can. After you've done 3 of those, if possible, try and hold it. So maybe step the feet a little wider. Breathe, pull everything deep in, and then come down. Either child's posture or downward facing dog. Take some breath. Breathe deep and wide into your back, through the nose and out through the mouth. Come back towards the front of the mat, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Take your left leg back. Throw the abdominals in. Now we thread the right arm through, drop the head down, and on the in-breath, reach it up. Exhale to thread, and inhale up. So more challenge if you want. Lift that left leg as you lower and thread through. Lower the leg as you reach up on the in. Abs strong, body as still as you can. Trying to get as much range as you can. Breathe in to open up. Breathe out to thread through. So we're getting that work into the shoulder girdle. We're getting that work into the thoracic spine. We're getting that work into the core. And maybe with the leg lift as well, we're getting that range into the hips. All with the breath. Last one. And then once again, child's posture or down dog. Take some breath. Okay, so we're going to spend a little bit of time on your knees. All right, so make sure those knees are comfortable. So if you've got a towel or something, you want that, then do that. All right, so we're going to take your one leg out to the side, okay? And we're going to reach down with the opposite hand. So reaching down, nice and light, abs pulled in, try reaching the other hand up. Now from here, try not to press down through the floor with the hand if possible. We're going to see if we can lift the leg up and off the floor. So if that feels too much, bend the knee. Okay, maybe hand on hip. You don't have to have the hand up at all. Okay, so we could come up this way, or we could lift. Exhale to lift, and inhale back. Reaching up, make sure your neck is not straining, so just gaze where it feels good. Abs pulled in. So we're trying to maintain a stillness in the body here, whilst lifting the leg. Breathe. Remember to bend the knee where you need. And then release. Okay, we're going to do the other side. So reach away, nice and long. Get yourself nice and stable in this base. Reach down lightly with the hand. Reach up with the other hand. If you don't like that, hand to hip. So lift, lower on the in-breath. So pelvic floor is engaged, deep abs engaged. Okay, if it's too much with the leg long, bend the knee, take it to the hand, or keep your hand onto your hip. Trying to be as light as possible with the hand on the floor. Okay, focus on keeping everything drawn in here through your center, lifting this lower waist up the whole time. This is what we're trying to achieve here, working through your obliques. Breathe out to lift, inhale to lower. And last one. And release. And just have a bit of a relax there. Maybe child's posture, maybe down dog. Deep breaths. All right, so we're stepping out again. So the knee and the foot, same plane there. Reach out nice and lightly to this side, reach up. So this time we're keeping the legs down, all right? All right, that leg is down. We stretch up and open up. Take an in-breath, and on the out-breath, bring your hands together. And inhale, come back. So relax your gaze. Try to keep your neck aligned with your spine. Try to maintain real stillness in the body. Pelvic floor is engaged, deep abdominals engaged, and you're signaling those planes. Well, it looks like, yeah, so if you had any flags, you could do that. Breathe out, and inhale, coming back. Try to sweep that top arm up and over the ear, where you can. Keep everything still, just that arm action, last one. And then take a little breather where you need. And then we're going to try the other leg. So step it out, nice and long, abs pulled in, reach down, reach up. So the body stays still, we pull everything deep in, lower waist lifted, take it in, breath out, breath, bring those arms together. And then try to tap down with the fingertips. Breathe. Breathe in as you reach away. Breathe out as you come together with those hands. Keep that stillness in the body. Keep that lower waist lifting. Relax your neck. Relax your gaze. Sweeping that top arm up and over your ear. And one more. Once again, a little breather. You could go down dog or child's posture. Take some breath. Okay, so we're going to come to the other side again. And those of you that have done this with me before, you know what's happening. We're going to combine the two moves. Okay, we do the leg lift or the knee bend, and then the arm sweep. So if you can, you're up with the arm. If you're not liking it, it can be here. So we lift on the out, come back, and we sweep together on the out. This is the out breath. Exhale, lift the leg, inhale back. Exhale, sweep the arms together, inhale back. So remember, you don't have to do the leg lift. We can bend the leg. Breathe. Try not to rely too much on this support hand. Okay? Try and get as much range as you can in that leg lift. Keep the lower waist lifted. Relax your gaze. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to come back. Pelvic floor, deep abs. One more on each. And release. Have a little breather. Do what you need to do. Child's posture, down dog. Or just kneeling and taking some breath. All right, well done. So we're going to do the other side. So it's all about the foundation. Foot, knee aligned. Hand down lightly. Stretch that wingspan if you can. Relax your gaze. Lift the leg on the out breath. Come back on the in. Sweep the arms together on the out breath. In breath back. Keep that body as still as you can. Maybe you don't have to lift the leg. We can bend the knee. Try that arm sweep. Slow and controlled. So make sure that that leg lift is slow and strong. And you lower down slowly. You don't just drop the leg down. Keep the movement slow and controlled on both the leg action and the arm action. Definitely get hotter. Do one more. And take some breath. Okay, great. Well done. So come down now to lie on your front. Take your hands underneath your shoulders and stretch your fingertips away. Stretch your toes away is what I mean. All right, so elbows tucked. Just do a little bit of back extension here. So the crown of the head, imagine that's reaching away and it's reaching in the opposite direction from the toes. Okay. Now we're lifting the nose and the chin to look forwards. So now we're lifting the chest. And then now we're just coming up. We're not trying to straighten the arms particularly. We're trying to keep the neck long, the shoulders down, not hunching up through the shoulders, lengthening out through the front of the body and lowering back down. So we start with the nose and the chin, and then the chest. And we send the breastbone forward and breathe. And then come back down. Do that one again, lifting the nose and the chin, the chest, and then coming up to that back extension. Sending the breastbone forwards, come back down. And as we come back down, lift the hand, keep them lifted. So squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the head now, keep the shoulder blades squeezing, stay in that position, place the hands down, and now lift. Trying to get a little bit more range. Breathe. Listen to your body. Only take it to a range that feels good for you. Once again, lift the hands, squeeze the shoulder blades, elbows tucked, look up, keep those feet active, abs, pelvic floor, place the hands, lift. And then release. And then stretch your arms out and turn your head to the side. And just take some breath there. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now we lift the arms up and the feet up if we can. Okay, pull the abdominals deep in. Sweep the arms forwards if that feels okay. If not, keep them where they are. Now sweep them back and see if you can draw them all the way back. As you draw them back, lift the chest. Exhale, sweep them forwards. Relax your gaze. Inhale, draw them back. Exhale, sweep them forwards. So the toes are lifted if you can. If not, on the floor for sure. Exhale forwards, don't hunch up through the shoulders. Inhale, coming back. Exhale forwards, pull the abdominals deep. Inhale, coming back. Exhale forwards, don't strain the neck. Inhale back. Exhale forwards. And inhale back. Now hold them there and bring your hands together. Interlace those fingers. If you can, stretch the hands down towards your feet. Lift your chest. Breathe. Pull your abdominals in. And then release. Take the hands down. Take some breath. Kick your right heel up and reach for that foot. So you're either going to do this on your front or lie on your side. So knees together. Pull the heel up. Tuck the tailbone under. Breathe. Release that leg. Kick your left heel up. Rolling onto your side where you need. Draw your knees together. Breathe. Now we can do both together if you want, if that feels okay for you. Otherwise, swap legs again and do one leg. If you've got both, we try to develop that by lifting the chest, pressing the feet into the hands, and lifting the knees, lifting the chest. Maybe you're going for a bit of rock and roll. If you are, got lots of range there, you're breathing. Opening up the front of the body, press the feet into the hands, and then release. And then push back. Child's posture or down dog. Take some breath. Great stuff. We're going to roll round onto your back and lie down. Bring the heels in so the feet are hip distance. Bring your hands down by your sides and just take some breath. Take your first two fingers onto your hip bones. Take your thumbs underneath. Set yourself up. On the in-breath, I want you to arch your spine. And on the out-breath, imprint your spine. On the in-breath, arch. And on the out-breath, imprint. In-breath, arch. And exhale, imprint. In-breath, arch. And exhale, imprint. Place the hands on the floor, in-breath, arch. Keep the knees steady, imprint. Now continue to peel the pelvis and the spine up off the floor. Squeeze those inner thighs towards one another. Breathe. Take an in-breath And on the out breath, draw the belly in and roll back down. Keep the knees steady. In breath to arch. Exhale to imprint. Continue to peel up from the pelvis, the lumbar, the mid, and up to your shoulders. Lift the hips, squeeze the inner thighs, send the knees away. In breath, prepare then as if you're drawing this breastbone down and into the floor. Roll back down. In breath, arch. Exhale, imprint. And then peel. Now, we're just going to stay up in that position, if we can, and draw the heels in a little bit tighter. Okay, and then lift a little bit more if that feels okay. Any point you're not liking this, just bring the hips back down. So keep your left leg steady and take your right leg to a knee fold position, so your knee is above your hips. Hold it steady there, and then try just tapping your toe down on the out breath, and then the in breath coming back. Toe down, knee back up. So either maintain this one, or if you want a little bit more, straighten the leg up and bring the heel down. Toes up, heel down. So we're either in knee fold and we're tapping the toe down, or we've got the leg straight. Try to maintain that stillness and steadiness through the left leg. Keep the hips lifted if you can. Breathe in to knee fold or leg up. Breathe out to down. One more. And then let's come down. And hug your knees in. Bring your head up. Stretch that left leg low. Draw the knee in towards the ear and change. Take an in-breath, change. So a single leg stretch. Keep curled up where you can. Keep reaching away. Body stays still. Your neck's not liking that. Head to the floor. Tap out to the knee. Reach and breathe. Sharp out breath as you extend that leg away. For 3, 2, 1, and hug your knees in. Take your head side to side. And then place your feet on the floor. Feet hip distance, hands down by your side. Heels quite in towards your sit bones, toes spread, belly strong. Take an in-breath, arch your spine. On the out-breath, imprint, and then peel up. Lift those hips. Draw the heels in a little bit tighter. Okay, so if we're able to, we stay up here. If we're not liking this at any point, we just come back down and we perform the same movement with the hips on the floor. So the right leg stays steady. Lift the left leg to knee fold and then start just tapping the toe. Remember, as you bring that knee back, just bring it back level with the hip, not any further. You're going to switch off there, okay, into the hip flexor. So we want to stay, keeping the knee just directly above the hip. In breath back, exhale, tap. Keep the right leg steady. If you want more, you stretch the leg up and you bring the heel down, level. In breath up, exhale down. Ab strong. Whatever you're doing, toe tap or leg raise. Keep the right leg steady, keep the hips lifted if you can. Breathe. Body stays still. Breathe out to tap or lengthen down. Last one. Hug and come down and hug the knees in. Take some breath. Circle your knees out and round. Changing direction. Breathe. Curl your head up. Stretch your left leg low. Now, straighten the right leg as much as you can. Put your hands up as high as you can. And draw the knee and the nose towards one another. Take an in-breath, chain. Draw the knee and the nose and change. So we're doing a hamstring pull. Curling up with the head. Keeping steady. Sending the legs. One leg away. One leg drawing in. Pull. So you really get that hamstring pull every time. maintaining that stillness in the body, working through your core. Breathe. With a longer in-breath as we swap the legs, the sharper out-breath as we reach knee and nose together. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, and hug those knees in. Take some breath and stretch your arms out to your side. Tuck your chin in, length through your neck. Take your knees to the right. Look to your left. Try to keep the shoulders down. Breathe. Return to the center. Inhale. Go to your left. Now look to your right. Breathe. Come back to the center. Keep the arms out, place the feet on the floor. Take your right leg and just hook it over your left thigh. Now lift the left leg off the floor. Take the legs, both legs to the right. Look to your left. You might be able to hook your right foot underneath your left calf. Come back, place those feet on the floor. Take your left leg and cross it over your right. And then lift the legs up off the floor, maybe hooking the left foot underneath the right leg, and then go to your left. And then keep the energy going over to your right by looking over to your right hand. So you should feel more stretch there in the side, in the back, in the hip. Come back center, hug the knees, roll yourself up. Swing yourself round, come back round to hands and knees. Okay, tuck your toes. Walk your hands to your feet. And roll up. Here's the last stick. Roll up and restack your spine. All right, nice. So we're going to stand back to where we began with feet hip distance apart. You're going to take your right hand up. Take an in-breath there. And then over. Breathe. Stretch the left hand down and swap. Inhale to the top. And then down. And then take both hands behind your head. Draw the elbows wide, okay, and then twist round, keeping the feet steady. And then the other side. And then release. And then bring the hands down at your sides with your feet hip distance. Rise onto your toes on the in-breath. Stretch it up, stretch it up. Inhale, exhale. Come down. Do that again. Reach up. Big stretch. Exhale. Down. And then shake it out. Okay, that's it. Namaste.